So a little trouble over for Bishop Makamu's funeral service company, and so looks like the pictures that people see on social media, all these nice pictures, decorations, and the whole nine jazz. Some people are not happy with this because reflected with what they are finding when they go through their funeral. It's tragedy. They crying that it's tragedy. It's far away from the pictures. Now, that's what he posts on his profile, Bishop Makamu. But they say it's a little bit far from it. We're gonna look back into the story, and I'll show you the comment from which profile it comes from on TikTok. The lady the person was not happy. The person was not happy that this is how they were treated by Makamu services, particularly about their funeral service cover and stuff. So, if you don't know, Bishop Makamu is a pastor, motivational speaker, somewhere in the middle. Pastor, it's a little bit far from what he does, and he owns a funeral parlor. Find it quite interesting. A lot of pastors like this funeral parlor business and all that kind of jazz. It's kind of like they're just influencers, basically. Since they have so many people, then they go on to open this type of businesses. Now, we had made an episode talking about a mother who had a difficulty with someone who worked for Bishop Makamu. And if you didn't watch that video, I will leave it down in the description below or in the pinned comments if you haven't watched that interview. She poured her heart out about how she was treated. And her child used to work for Bishop Makamu and them over there. And so she says, you know what? Put the scope on the man them. Look him close. Look him close, because it gets a bit dodgy if you remember that particular interview. So we're gonna look at the profile that actually said it and the story that the person posted, so that we can remember. I think sometimes people tend to forget that you're not immune to having an experience like this. Sometimes it's easy to dismiss it, which is something that she warned when we did the interview. She said, some people might think, oh yeah, don't think anything of it because they haven't experienced it. But she said, God forbid that you have to go through the things that I went through. It's a reality show. We do daily Christian commentary videos. If it's the first time over here, be sure to check out the other videos that are down in the pinned comments, and I'm going to check you guys over there. And so subscribe, like the video. If you do, it does help it out in the algorithm. And hey, without further ado, let me go over there and let's see the particular profile that actually posted this story. And so this is the TikTok. Shows the drapes were cut up. It was just a mess. The decor was not happening. It was a mess all over the place. Contrary to what you see on social media, or on his social media, to be specific, and stuff. And so this is the profile that posted this. I don't know if it's showing. Let me just dim it down a little bit just so that you can see the name of the profile, and the video is this one that says just watched. Right. And so let's go back in there, pause, and let's open the description there where the story has been laid out. So we're going to pause that, open the story, and it goes on to be explained there. Experience with the Bishop Makamu thingy. What a horrible service we got from imakamu service. I think that's the name of the funeral parlor thing. It says my cousin had been paying a policy kahle to avoid stress, so that they don't have stress. Should umunye abathandayo bashone. So basically on the 22nd of June, not very long, it's like a weekend ago or so, 2024, she couldn't even grieve ubabake, because imakamu failed to provide a service, and so forth. Mentions service being late and almost about 30 minutes in, and then goes into the decoration aspects, and the commitment was just completely not there. It completely avoided a lot of things that are thingy. So for people that are paying customers of this product that y'all mandems are providing out there, the person was not happy that this is the product that they paid for, and they got bare minimums for what they provided. Now I wonder, the people that kind of like came on the previous episode when we spoke about her situation when her son passed away, some people were dismissing it and saying, it's just a once-off experience. Now you got 2 records of people that are talking about the same thing. Like we said in that particular episode, actually she mentioned it herself in that interview. She said, because you haven't had an experience like this, do not think you are immune to it. Do not think you are immune to it. You see somebody on television, y'all think, I'm just going to go over there, go and get me a good service and so forth. Y'all better think twice. Some people's stories you are dismissing have had some of the hardest experiences. And I think this is quite a telling thing that you're seeing a story like this right here. Because this here shows you that there is more that meets the eye. So I hope you saw the profile. You can go and check it out over there, and also check out the interview that we did this lady. I'll leave it down in the description below, and also in the pinned comment. You're not immune to this type of experiences. The only question is, for what reason will they give you that type of a bad service? You just don't know if it's going to happen to you. To dismiss it just doesn't help you or any aspect of the conversation. It doesn't even go. It's sad when you see people just completely dismiss it because it hasn't happened to them, which is exactly what she mentions. She says, be very careful with things like that. Okay? They were so unhappy with the service here. There was a part that I saw that I paused. It says this was the first time. Okay, so this was the first time basebenza my cousin she mentions the name so that we know there is a policy and so forth, and the funeral parlor must stop selling pictures, so the pictures that you see on social media, questions that. She says, you know what, I better put that in through the hourglass, because something's not right over there. These pictures paint a false advertising, and we know, it. If you're not even going to try, especially from the video that we saw, but the pictures that come from this, they don't look anything close to what you see on his social media. When people share their experiences, do not dismiss it, because not all yes, people lie and stuff like that. People fabricate, but not everybody is lying. And this one is a very recent one. You can see over there by the date. Okay, it says the 22nd of June. It's a very recent case. Do not dismiss, because you do not know what the mandems are doing. Historic Reality Show will do daily Christian commentary videos. Other episodes done today, they'll be down in the pinned comments, and I'm going to check you out on the next one. Be very careful dismissing people's stories, because you just don't know. And this is not the only one I've seen, by the way. Okay? This one, I think it just did the rounds on TikTok. I mean, like, this video alone has about, 14,000 likes over there. There's about 14,000 likes. If you check the profile to see, I don't know if it shows the video views. I think it's about 600,000, the viewership that has been on that video. And so, you're dismissing it. People are seeing this video and they're saying, I wonder, compared to the pictures that he shows on his Facebook page, when he's over there, he'll be showing some very fly pictures. You'll be over there thinking you're going to get you some really good service. Don't dismiss other people's stories. because you'll be looking back and laughing at yourself to say, oh my goodness, that was me. When you see a comment of someone who's laughing about it or whatnot, that was me. That's a very painful way of learning it from thinking. But hey, to each and every man, his own. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see you later. Subscribe. Y'all have a good one.